And we're back. I want to talk to you about these tacos you're getting all the
Okay.
time. Every time I see you at the drive-thru, I'm like, I want tacos so bad, and we don't have anything like that. But I imagine
Wow.
in
No, I
Texas,
can't live there. I could never live anywhere where you, nope, I need tacos. I need tacos and sunshine 24/7. So this place, it's literally around the corner from my house. So it's really hard to not get them. I mean, and they also conveniently have a drive-through. So the other, like, it's down the street, literally, okay, it's less than a mile from my house, right? You go out of my house, you just make a right, make a quick left. It's right there, right there. And
perfect.
I love breakfast, and they have breakfast tacos. So it's two really awesome
I
things
see
together.
him. I can see him.
Look down here.
Oh, I'm here.
How you doing, big guy? We're talking about tacos.
Yeah.
Oh God,
You want to turn the light
I'm so
on?
fucking sick of tacos. Oh wow, look at me.
I know.
Yeah.
You're
He's
very
sick
handsome.
of tacos, but I can eat breakfast tacos every day. So
I don't think that I would ever run out of patience for tacos. There's no way.
how do you run out of, how do you not like
Well,
tacos?
see, we do tacos. We have to make our own tacos every Tuesday night.
No, we have taco night, yeah.
All right.
I don't get down with that. I used to make the tacos. Now, I just put the meat in a bowl and I add rice and cheese.
We're talking about wonderful burrito.
So breakfast tacos,
Mm.
eating with eggs. When I was like 18 to 25, I thought I was Arnold, so I was eating like 50 eggs a day. I won't touch eggs now.
Yeah.
Like once a year, maybe I'll eat eggs.
Just
Every
over-
once in a while he'll participate and he'll eat the breakfast tacos, but
Yeah.
he'll get it with bacon.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
Gotta have the meat.
That's so exciting.
Your audio sounds great, by the way.
Oh yeah, it's these $40 microphones I have here.
No, really?
Yeah. Oh yeah, it came on like a whole fucking swivel arm and everything. I was shocked.
It sounds amazing.
It
Yeah.
does sound really good. It's really
You're gonna have
clear.
to send us the link to what it is.
And yeah, no problem. No problem at all.
We'll get one set up in here.
Yeah, because I'm sure.
That's more of what I wanted it for, is like the whatever this is.
Yeah.
Where you're like,
Boom.
right?
Look at our light.
Yeah.
Now we're professional.
I got this from Costco.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a ring light off of Amazon, and I had it for about 15 minutes before I broke it. So now it is covered in tuck tape, and it kind of like.
That's funny.
Yeah, the electronics don't survive on job sites or with me
Well,
in general.
Yeah.
there's another light that's really good. It's not a ring light. It's like the square light on Amazon that I've been meaning to buy. It's like $35 and it clips onto different things. That might
There
be
you
better
go.
for you. It looks a little bit more like those ring lights are really dingy and rickety. And then like the glass part or plastic part like comes off, because mine does the same thing, and I'm gentle with mine, and it just pretty much just disintegrates when you like try to maneuver it in any way. It's like bam.
Why didn't you use the new laptop?
Because I didn't feel like setting it up.
Okay.
I
Really not
attempt
much more clear.
I attempt to be gentle with everything. Like like you're touching things with your fingertips, and everything fucking broken. Everything.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay.
So what's happened? What are we talking about?
I think we're gonna talk about the house that she built a little bit. I wanted to get into that.
Okay.
Um,
I wasn't on that. I wasn't in there.
Oh.
Yeah, I wasn't. The only thing I had to do with that was last year at Coverings, I interviewed Molly Elkman, who did the book, but I didn't even know I was going to be interviewing her. It was kind of like, I thought she was going to be interviewing me for some reason. So when I showed up, they were like, yeah, do you have your questions for her? And I'm like, what? I've never done this before. So we just went up and that's what I did. But the local tile chick, that's her name, which I don't know where she is or if she's still in existence now or what happened. She was in the house.
Well, I always do a little scroll through the Instagram and kind of like find a couple of talking points. And then when I saw you're holding the book, I'm like, I don't fucking think she was there. It's like, we're gonna talk about it. That's exciting. What a fucking swing. What a swing and a miss. Yeah.
Yeah. I wasn't there. I know that there was like some drama thing, but I don't really know any of the details, so I don't know anything. I just know the local tile chick did the tile, and then some other girls on Instagram did a couple of other things, and they reached out to me they're building another house this year. They reached out to me, asked me if I wanted to be a part of it. I said, sure, let me know more details, but I haven't heard anything, so I don't know.
Well, good.
That's my dog.
Anyways, it was a good thing that happened. You can go look at it for
I'm
somebody
sorry,
else.
what? I couldn't hear you because my dog decided to have a barking fit in the background.
I tend to like lean into the microphone and speak to the audience, but like it sounded like it was a good thing. It would have been if everyone was involved, it would have been something good to talk about.
Yeah.
So is feeding him very expensive? I imagine that it is.
Yes.
Yeah.
100%. It's very expensive.
Feeding
yes, if feeding you is expensive.
She wants to go on a diet, not a diet, but she wants to start eating better.
Yeah.
And I'm like, like you need to be eating like 100
probably double the protein that I am actually eating.
100 grams of protein a day.
He needs to be
eating like 170 grams. Like,
yeah,
that's a lot of freaking meat.
300 grams of protein when I'm eating proper. It's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting.
I told her we're gonna have to buy like double. Like we go to Costco and we spend $200 on meat for like 2 weeks. We're gonna have to buy double that.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's expensive.
I run
and
out
he
of
likes big steaks, this big.
I see that.
I'll like not. I don't want to offend anybody. I'll be more economical and like just eat ground beef. I can do that all the time. Like the 95 because they make 95% lean.
Yeah, I'm an absolute degenerate when I'm eating for myself. Like I have Ramsay's cookbook. I'm a fantastic cook for other people. For me, I'm like, do we have this and this and this, and we just throw it in a bowl and mash it up, add some hot sauce.
Perfect.
Yeah, that's
pretty much every meal.
Consume.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got into bodybuilding when I was younger, and then I got into a car accident, and that kind of put that to a stop. But I was adding chicken broth to my rice and shit just to like not have to chew it. I was just like,
tell them about
gulp.
That seasoning.
Ooh.
For the rice.
Oh, I don't know what it's called. I think it has like a Spanish name, and don't ask me to try to say.
Well, it's not chicken broth. It's this like powder that you put in the rice when it's boiling, and it gives us this awesome flavor.
Yeah, it's just like this little subtle, and we know it's good to eat because the girl who we are friends with, and she's like a pro bodybuilder. She eats it with her rice every single time. And I'm like, wow, you can have this. It has like 5 grams of sodium. So she's like, yeah, I can have it. Sodium's
good, right? Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't even for the taste. It was like to add some liquid to it just to swallow it. Like I don't know. It's
so you didn't have to chew it.
Yeah.
You just wanted to like get it down faster.
It was every 2 hours. Every 2 hours, my fucking alarm would go off, and I would have to and that would give me the time to go and heat it up and then eat it. It was disgusting. But I was like, so I'm right now I'm like 290, but I'm somewhere between. I'm almost 300 all the time. Back then I was 260. So like I was fucking huge. But trying to keep up with that is just ridiculous. It was a full-time deal, right? And I couldn't walk past a mirror without being like, oh, hey, look at me. How you doing?
How tall are you?
6'3". That's where a lot of the weight comes from. Like when I look at my physique and then somebody else with that physique, but they're not as tall, it's like 50 pounds different. Probably 30 pounds difference, but it's the same kind of thing. Do you guys have like a gym specifically that you go to, or is it like a brand name gym?
No, it's like so the gym we go to is like one of those like garage style gyms, but it's very curtailed to bodybuilding, powerlifting, like real lifters, people who like.
Hey, don't take away anything from the cardio bunnies.
No, I'm not taking
It's more
anything
of
from
a,
anybody who goes to any other gym. It's just
Yeah.
that's the type of gym it is. That's how they branded themselves. Like if you look on their page, they're one of a kind. You know what I mean? Like the guy really spends a lot of time investing in his equipment. Like
Yeah.
there's not just one type of equipment. Like you want to get a machine chest press, there's like 5 different ones. You know, 5 different brands, and they're all really nice. You know, he has a ton of benches, a ton of squat racks, a ton of deadlift platforms, and then he's got
competition rack.
competition
Yeah.
racks. He's got all the different weights, like the CrossFit weights and the regular weight, the plates,
Mhm.
the metal plates, the rubber plates, all different types of stuff. Like, so it's really for people who actually lift. Like it's not very cardio based. I mean, he has a cardio room, but it's really just for lift. Like it's a lifting gym.
There's this like, there has to be a place for people to pick up super heavy stuff and drop it at the top, or like you can't do that in a traditional gym. Everybody's like, what the fuck, right? But like I can remember a video that you had, and Chris is deadlifting, and the fucking phone is shaking. But you can't do that somewhere that it's not specific
No.
for that. You know what I mean? And you should be able to do that at the right place. When I went out west this year, last year I should say, and I hadn't been on vacation in 5 years. I didn't even notice. And then I started thinking back, and I was like, fuck, I'm doing it this year. But anyways, there was a Gold's Gym around the corner, and I was like, that's exactly what I'm doing while I'm out here. And they gave me a 10-day pass. I was only there for 5 days. And the guy's like, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll put you in the platinum room for those 5 days. And the chest press, your seat was absolutely maneuverable. He said it was like 15 grand for this setup. It was single arm, double, whatever you wanted.
Yeah.
It was like a fucking playground. And it was the same thing. He's like, lift heavy, man. You gotta drop it, do your thing.
Yeah.
Everybody here is doing that.
Yeah.
Nobody's here, you know,
One time, so
playing.
this gym we go to has the cardio room like upstairs. There's like it's not a full upstairs, it's kind of like a loft, right?
Like a
And there's
mezzanine.
windows and everything, so it's fully enclosed, but you can kind of see down to the gym. I was up there, I had hurt my neck, so he also has like some massage chairs up there. So I was sitting, the windows here that looks down onto the gym, like, but you can't really see unless you sit up. And I'm in the massage chair, like getting my neck massage. And I hear the whole building is like, bam,
This
bam,
is the
shaking.
video I'm talking about.
Yeah,
And you walk
it's like
out, and he's like,
shaking. I had headphones and I was watching a YouTube video. And I like felt it. I heard it through the YouTube video. I sat up and I looked down and I said, that's 100% my husband.
what the fuck is that? Oh, I know what that is. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Just my gorilla husband.
Yeah.
Being
Just going on their business because the music is so loud, like no one cares. Like that's the expectation there.
Yeah, get after it, right? Yeah, for sure. We don't have any of that shit here. We don't have any of that here. There are dedicated CrossFit gyms, and I've thought about doing that because there is a lot of complete the lift and let go. So I could probably get into that, but I feel like if you go and you do your own thing, it's kind of a douchebag thing to do. I think like if you go to a CrossFit gym, you're hitting the workout of the day, or you're on some sort of like a routine that somebody there has set up for you that you're paying for. Like to just go in and act like a fucking monster is, I don't know. It's just not, I don't know. I feel like I'm bothering people all the time.
Yeah, when you join a CrossFit gym, it's like joining a cult.
Well,
I've never been in one, so I have no idea how that
goes. I know people that it does really well for. My cousin's a firefighter, and that is kind of the technique of his workouts. It's not aesthetics at all. It's like performance based. And I like, he has me over and he writes this thing down, and I just like right at the top of it make Sean throw up. Like,
Yeah.
I guess this is what we're doing, but it doing that every once in a while is kind of great because you're just exhausted in a way that you're not usually. Yeah. Now we're talking about the gym. I don't want to talk about anything else. I wanted to talk about YouTube a little bit.
Okay.
Are you still going gung ho with that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then so if there are people out there that have not started yet, what would you say is a good idea? Like a good route? More or less what I'm asking is like the things that you did that were a waste of time and the things that you did that were like hit the nail on the head.
So nothing on YouTube is a waste of time. If you want to get into YouTube, do it.
That's the advice we can give you. It's just, it doesn't matter what it is, it doesn't matter what content, just start posting.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Set a schedule that you can realistically say, like, hey, I can definitively post one video every 10 days or
Yeah.
twice or one video every 2 weeks and stick to it.
Yeah. The other thing is like with YouTube, the long format videos, like say we try to stick between 10 and 15 minutes.
That's solid.
And
yeah.
Our biggest problem with creating video in the beginning was thinking we needed to tell them everything at once. It's impossible because attention spans aren't that long, right? Like you got to pick one piece and focus on that and get that across really well in that time. And that will be great. Like how to do X, how to plan a fence, or how to get this finish, or that's it. And it's like the prep before that, hanging the drywall and all that other stuff that like you might think that they need to know. No, just focus on that one little, really narrow in on that and focus on that. Get that point across.
So for example, like we just redid our second bathroom over here behind this wall. I think we were able to film 10 or 12 different videos.
Perfect.
Breaking it down in that bath from demo to framing out the walls for the new tub we were putting in.
Floor prep.
The floor prep.
Floor install.
The floor install.
Planning the layout.
The high, put it waterproofing.
Installing the tub.
Typically that's what people are going to search, right? Like they want blah, blah, blah. And then that'll come up and it's specific to that. Yeah.
They don't want to search through a 45-minute video to find the one little piece that
rattles my cage when I'm trying to like get something specific and it's an hour-long video. You know that it's going to be decent content at some point.
Yeah, it's just not what you're looking for the entire 45 minutes.
Well, I don't have fucking time to.
Yeah, like
and then you missed it. And
yeah, what's up, guys? Welcome back. This is what we're going to be doing. The title, whatever the title of the video is, like, this is what you're going to need. Let's get going. And you do it. And then, you give them tips and tricks along the way, maybe talk a little bit, show a little bit of your personality, done. And like, that's hard for me because I love to bullshit, but it's like, that's what it is. And then also with YouTube is the shorts. You want to post shorts.
Which are the reels for Instagram, just the short form content.
I'm going to do tons of that for the podcast.
Anything and everything. Setting up this tool, loading up the nails in the gun, post, like whatever, just post it. Say something funny on it, doesn't matter, just post it. Those are the two things that matter the most.
Yeah, literally everything that we do, all of us, is some form of content to someone. What you may think, or what any of the people listening may think is monotonous, and you do it every single day, there's people out there who have never seen it before, or they want to know what it is that you do. Like,
and then it comes to a point where people just are interested in your, like, what you do on it. Oh, you do a podcast? Like, well, how do you set that up? Like, oh, cool. Like getting ready for my podcast interview with such and such, like a quick 7-second video, like
plugging everything in, blah, blah, blah. Boom.
This is how you chug 3 beers. No. I remember doing when the Instagram started, posting stories and shit and no one watching. Like my mom would watch. and then like the first time that somebody's like, hey, can you do a video about that because I'm interested? And you're like, yeah, right. You like go and do a specific thing. You feel like you help someone. I think that was the most attractive part of, I think, of Instagram. And like I get to fuck around, right? And no one tells me to stop. It's great.
You have some good content. You really do.
I try my best to. It's I never want to get into anything outside of me, right? Like with the Columbia stuff gets a little bit specific. right? Like not everybody gives a shit about a corner flesher, but it's still my rendition of the corner flesher, I guess. You know what I mean? Like you're still watching my presentation of it, I guess. But yeah, I don't know. It's I'm really starting to enjoy the podcast where this is like, you know, getting a hold of something like you guys. You guys are great. And then if I can get an hour of your time kind of thing, people are gonna love this shit. Because we're not like, okay, here's the industry and here's all the shit that you can find everywhere else. We're just shooting the shit and you know, there'll be a couple of gems in that. Yeah, you are fucking tired, eh? She said you were gonna be whacked when you got home.
Oh yeah, well, I got my tobacco in, and now I'm
Yeah.
just like, this is
He's
my
just
life.
decompressing a little bit. Yeah.
But to stay on topic, like YouTube is probably one of the more difficult platforms.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's gonna take, so we started our YouTube
Let
when
me
we
see if I can find it. But yeah.
when we first started all our channels, like back in 2021.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
think it was November of 2021 we started YouTube, and it wasn't until this year
We
that
started to get some traction.
Yeah.
You know, I would say the last 6 months, so a year and a half of posting, not consistently, and then the last 6 to 8 months posting one. We try to do one video a week. Plus,
Yeah.
throughout the week, I'm posting the shorts on. I'm posting shorts, Facebook Reels, and Instagram Reels at least 3 times a week.
Nice.
Okay, so October 4th, 2020.
Yeah,
Wow.
and I think we just hit. How many subscribers do we have now?
We just hit, let me go back to here.
21,000.
21,000 subscribers.
Holy shit.
Mhm.
Okay. Where's your Instagram at now?
159,000.
Yeah, well done.
My
All
Facebook,
earned. Yeah.
my Facebook, I'm at like 280,000 followers on Facebook.
I don't know how that fucking happens. I have 800 and whatever on Instagram. I have 7,000 followers on Facebook. And that's not even where anything is. It's just the copy paste from the Instagram.
Yeah, yeah. It's
Jesus,
Instagram is
it's
like
a
my
250,000.
I have this, okay. I have this theory about the platforms, right? So Instagram is like the mean girls of the platforms, right? Like you have to post your best shit there.
Okay, yeah. It's your
Facebook,
resume. Yeah.
yeah. Facebook is like the Walmart of social media. It's where you go in your pajamas and you probably didn't brush your teeth. Your hair is a
fucking love
You look like
disaster.
this.
It's okay because it's Walmart, okay? You're just going in there because you need one thing and then you end up seeing all your neighbors who also look like shit. So that's Facebook.
This is gonna be a
YouTube,
clip.
YouTube is like the government of social media, right? Like
Mhm.
everybody wants to know how it works and everybody wants to figure it out because like once you're in, like it's like very political. Like once you're in, like you're really in. Like people who are making money on YouTube are like really doing well, you know?
Right.
And it's their videos are pretty passive. Like if they have videos that are doing really good that they posted 5 years ago that are still killing it, they're still making money off of that YouTube video.
That's
And
wild.
so with that, like the longer time you invest in YouTube, the more money you make. So it's like the government, right? TikTok, Wild West.
Yeah,
Wild
anything
West.
goes.
Anything goes there. It's just
I had
do it.
something taken down from TikTok the other day.
Wow.
I know, that was my
Was
first
it-
one.
Was it dangerous?
It was so dangerous. It wasn't dangerous, but that's what they said. I spun my hawk on my knife and it spun, but then so I tried it. Okay, on my third attempt, it fucking worked, and I didn't know what to do, so I was like, and, and then boom, down. It was down in fucking 10 minutes. I had a couple of
Oh,
like
that's a viral video.
Yeah,
I put it back up right away, and then
Okay.
yeah. So I think somebody might have like fucking reported it or something. But yeah, I was like, should this be? What
so
should this
just for
be?
some insight, right? So we've been doing YouTube since October of 2020.
Mm,
What's our estimated revenue for this month or last month?
Okay, so like we spent like a year and a half trying to get monetized, and we finally got monetized. Our estimated revenue for this month is it's not gonna freaking $258.
whatever,
Now
man.
we're not getting rich off of that. But
Not
just to put
not
it in
yet.
perspective,
Yeah.
even if you don't count the first year and a half that we really like weren't being consistent,
Yeah.
the last 8 months we've been posting like a dedicated a video a week, and we're only making $250 a month.
But that's because this is the reason for this, is because right now YouTube only monetizes their long form video. So my long form videos get like 1,000 views a month, right? The longer they're up, the more views that they're getting. So if I'm only posting 4 long form videos a month, I'm only gonna make, I'm only gonna be able to make my money off of the 4,000 that I'm collecting, essentially.
Right.
But where I'm getting most of my views and most of my new subscribers is from the YouTube Shorts.
Right.
And February of this year, 2023, they're monetizing YouTube Shorts.
Set the dominoes up. Yeah.
Exactly. And what YouTube is doing now for 2023 is they're making it easier. So like if you wanted to go in and just do YouTube Shorts, they're making it easier for you to become a partner, a YouTube paid partner. Nice. By just posting shorts. Like, but I think that their requirements is like you need to like accumulate 10 million short views. But if you did it with long format content, you need to have 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers
within a year.
Within a year. So it takes some time.
That's pretty solid. Yeah. That's
so our strategy now is we use the shorts. The shorts are getting a lot of exposure. So we use the shorts to help people find our channel. Mm-hmm. It boosts our subscriber count and also our views. So that's the strategy I use. 3 shorts a week and then a video on Sundays.
Yeah.
And we average about how many new followers a month?
Where do you find that?
Subscribers.
Like
it'll tell you.
So I'm going to be releasing these every 2 weeks, and then they come out in half-hour parts. And I'm going to start doing shorts in between the weeks. You know what I mean? And that's the hope, where when the week that it's not on, there'll be a bunch of teases for the next, and then the week that it's on, there'll be.
Yeah, that would be good. And like
I'm tiptoeing hard, but we'll see.
You can pull like short videos from like things people say, like funny stuff, and
so we average about 1,500 subscribers a month.
That's
and mainly that's all from the shorts.
Yeah, well, because that's what comes up, right? That's the feed, kind of.
Yeah. So okay. It's really good for discovery, especially if you're a new channel.
Yeah.
Which was something we didn't have when we first started our YouTube. So we really weren't really taking advantage because it took a lot of time and effort, and we didn't have the money or the time to invest in the beginning. But now 2023.
Yeah, this year's a focus year, man. I've fucking been grinding for what feels like 10 years. Like I just it's who I am. I come home, like my house, I'm here for 6 or 8 hours a day, if that, and I'm fucking sleeping. Like when I have the kids here, it is a home. When not, it's a fucking paperweight. Like I'm never home. I'm always working. And this year is going to be real specific on what I'm putting my time into. Like I put an hour into the podcast every day. And if that means that I'm like making clips or anything, thinking about what we're going to talk about or re-watching to do timestamps or whatever, just like you were saying before, dedicate that time and then just fucking do it. Yeah.
So the way I describe it is like your success is you're from Canada, so I can use this analogy.
Perfect.
You build that snowball, and then you roll it to make the snowman.
Yeah.
And you just keep going, and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
Where you are now in your journey, maybe you're only here.
Totally.
Because you've only started focusing on your podcast now for the last few months, or let's say you want to dedicate this year to being really focused. We've been focused on social since May of 2020. We've been rolling that snowball.
Major.
I want to cuddle the shit out of those dogs. They're like the most handsome dogs I've ever seen.
Yeah, they're okay.
Yeah, they're okay.
No, they're the loves of my life. Okay. We have Major's down here right now looking at us. As Christopher was talking about building the snowball, Major's digging in his bed. He's like,
I heard the word. I heard ball. Yeah.
So
yeah.
key takeaways for YouTube.
Yeah.
If you want to start, just start.
Yeah. And yeah, totally. Pull the trigger, done.
Dedicate yourself to a schedule that you can actually commit to. Be real with yourself. Anything and everything is content. And use that strategy. Post your shorts a couple times a week. And then your full length video X amount of times per month or whatever. And you don't have to even do anything like really specific. You could just you could pull clips of like this podcast.
That's exactly
that
what
we're
I'm gonna
doing.
do.
Post 3 of them, 3 highlights for week, for next week or whatever, and then post a full length video on the weekend or something like that.
Yeah, I've got like 6 months of podcasts now. So I don't know. I don't want to just like mush everyone's face into it, right? I don't want it to be overwhelming. I think every other week is good. But just like what you're saying, just pick it apart, and like me pounding the table when you walked into the room will definitely be one. But yeah, I don't know. It's very interesting. It's new for me. I need something to focus on and something to like attack all the time. And this is like a nice way of it being at home, right? Like it's I'm not getting any younger. How old are you guys? Do you mind if I ask?
No, don't mind at all. I'm 31, gonna be 32 in June, and Chris is 35. He just turned 35 in December.
I stopped counting after 30.
Yeah, right. That's all that matters. We hit 3.
Yeah, getting up there.
I know, right?
You're still young. Stop acting like an old man.
If it makes you feel better, so I'm 36, and same thing. I feel like I'm 1,000, and then you talk to these other people that they're like, you're brand new, actually, and you're like, well, I don't feel brand new. I'll tell you that right now.
No.
Yeah.
Well, that's because I think that like we're part of the millennial generation, sort of like, and we really got beat the fuck up. I'm sorry. Oof. Those baby boomers really left us in a struggle bus. Okay.
Right. Everything's just
gonna say
a shitbag disaster. Everything's all kicked in. You're like, okay, I guess we gotta fix this shit.
Yep.
Yeah. There's a certain amount of work ethic too, where it's like there's this like inner voice where I'm like putting in 60 hours in a week, and I'm like, what, you fucking can't put in 61 hours? What the fuck? And then you're like, well, I can physically. It's like, well, then go do it. Like
I saw something is so stupid. It sounds so stupid, but it does make sense. That it's like some inspirational thing that some girl posted. And I think it was this girl that I follow, Investor Girl Brit or something.
Sure.
She posted and said that a lot of things changed for me when I started seeing work as a blessing instead of a burden.
Yep. I love my job.
I'm super blessed that I'm busy. I'm super blessed that I'm able to have a business, right? Like we don't have to go clock in for somebody and be like, wait for our check and like wait for everything. Like we just go out, we make it happen every day. And it's like, it's part of who we are. It's part of what we love. So because society tells us, oh, well, like you're working, like you're working, but really it's like, it's kind of work, but it's also kind of what we love to do too. So it's part of like our hobbies and our love and our joy in life is to do this kind of stuff and all the things that we do. And so is it work?
I think that the flip side of that is, as a business owner, you need to, like, we love our business and we love what we do. I don't necessarily love setting tile every day. Like, I love tile, but like there's days when we're like, fuck tile.
Yeah.
Like completely just get out of here. But when you love what you do and your business and doing, you need to like, and this is a fault of mine where I could just work 16 hours a day, like
forever. Yeah.
Not go to the gym, not go on date nights for weeks at a time.
Yeah. I hit that last year for sure.
And it's one thing that, I want to work on. She's very good at being able to.
Work's always going to be there. So
she's like, I want to go.
Solid way to live. Yeah.
She's like, I want to go to the gym in the morning. And I'm like, well, oh my God, like I got to do this, this, and this, and this. And like, I physically, I can't, like, unless I get something done, if
'Cause
I'll be at the gym, but my mind will still be here in the office or wherever, you know, and it's hard.
Isn't it ridiculous that you're like at the gym thinking you're slacking, right?
Yeah.
Or you're like at work for God knows how many hours, and you're like, I'm slacking. Because Matthew McConaughey had this wicked speech about the 5 things, right? Like fatherhood and being a good husband, being a good father, being a good friend, your health, right? And he's like, you can't max them all out all at the same time, but you have to hit your checks and balances of like what's up, what's down. And like sometimes you're rocking it at work, but then like, you know, like the time with your spouse is starting to slip, but then you have to understand that, start, you know, you got to hit that check and balance, right?
Yeah.
It's yeah, I totally get that.
It's
totally
tough, man.
get that.
I mean, like when we moved down here and we started everything from like, I neglected my health,
Mm-hmm.
my appearance, the gym, our relationship,
Yeah.
just so that we can pay the bills, you know,
Just
like
grind your face off. Yeah. But
like
look
there
where
were,
it got you, right? That's the whole thing. I always say you get out of things what you put into it. And people, I think there's a certain type of person that is waiting for everything to be handed to them, and there's a certain type of person that is just going to like throw everything they have at something for free, because they enjoy it. And then when that's happening, eventually it all turns. And then it's like, I'm just fucking having fun all the time and I'm getting paid to do it. But there is this certain amount of grind your face off before that happens. Yeah.
she has pictures of me. Like I'm gonna have her send me one. I'm gonna post it on my Instagram
Nice.
of what I look like back in 20, like towards the end of like
2018 to 2019.
when we were like still climbing the mountain, you know, before we kind of like hit that.
I don't know if we were climbing. I'm pretty sure we were
Just
rolling
rolling. I was gonna say rolling. Yeah,
breaking our neck and hitting everything
Dude,
on the way down.
I look like a crackhead bum.
Awesome.
I must have been like 185 pounds.
Which
I
would be
haven't
great
got-
for me, actually.
Yeah. Like I weigh like right now I'm like 210. You know, like
Yeah.
I must have been like 185. All the muscle that I did have
Yeah.
was like had disappeared because I completely stopped going to the gym for like 2.5, 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just in a bad, like, not bad. I just neglected myself, you know. And
Well, the worst part about it all was we decided to take a partnership deal and do a flip house with people,
Yeah.
and that was just the worst thing
And then
ever.
the next day is just the next day for 6 months. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. All right, we're
yeah,
running out
things
of
happen.
time. We're running out of time here.
That was just the worst thing ever because they just turned out to be not good people. So
Got a minute and 20 left.
Yeah. So you guys got any shout outs with this enormous reach that I have of my mom and a few people?
no,
Shout out to you for having us
Yeah.
on. We appreciate you.
Fucking
Sorry I
right,
missed
man.
the first half. I didn't even realize you were doing the podcast. Otherwise, I
well, I did tell you. I briefly
I
mentioned
forgot.
it, but it's okay. It's fine.
forgot.
Fucking never listens, eh? Just the worst.
It goes in and
Well, this was a lot of fun, man. I really appreciate it. I'm sure this is going to be a good one. It's
Yeah, well-
I keep going, oh, I wonder what it's going to be like, and every time I click that off button, I'm like, that was wicked.
Yeah.
So
That's good.
yeah, it's that tile chick on Instagram, and I think the same on YouTube, right?
Yeah, everything.
Yeah, everything.
Mhm.
just Google it.
Yeah, pretty much, right? Okay. We're gonna wrap up here. Be humble, treat everyone the same, and do your
Do
fucking
your
job.
fucking job.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you.
Bye.